Thank you, Kathy, and good morning, everyone. Look, the economy in Georgia is strong. It's getting stronger. And clearly, the people are better off today than they were just 2 or 4 years ago. Georgia had elevated itself even during the lean times to be the top state in the nation to do business. And this was because of strong Republican policies led by a Republican governor and a Republican-led legislature. We also ranked as one of the top states in the nation as far as workforce and infrastructure. And Georgia is now even getting stronger. Because of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, the Georgia legislature was able to pass a historic cut in income and corporate taxes during the last legislative session. That has further stimulated Georgia's economy, which now Georgia's unemployment is down to 4.2% and is going lower. Contrast that to when I was in the state legislature and we were facing a 9% unemployment rate. The statistics are strong, the economy is strong, but the true story of how people are better off is not seen in the polls, it's not seen in the statistics. It's seen in the lives of everyday Georgians. If you want to see how things are going, go get a haircut at the Cartersville Barbershop in Cartersville, Georgia, and talk to the ladies who are working in the barbershop and hear how they've had to hire more barbers. But more importantly, if you really want to know how things are going, you go get a haircut because people talk and hear the stories of their clients of how happier they are and how much better off they are. Or go have lunch at the Big Chicken in Marietta, Georgia, and talk to the airmen from Dobbins Air Reserve Base who now are able to share how the pay raise that we have given them is affecting their personal lives, as well as the economy, the strong economy is helping them and their personal lives as well. Or go attend an American Legion meeting in Ackworth, Georgia, and talk to the veterans who are now able to get jobs that they weren't able to get before, or how encouraged they are over the reforms that we're making in the VA. Or go tour the Anheuser-Busch plant in Cartersville, Georgia, and talk to the line workers and hear how the additional income that they have is being invested in what's important to their families, and how some are actually taking the vacations that they once dreamed of, or they're finally making an important improvement to their home. But I think it's best summarized by something that happened to me at church recently when I went to Oakland Heights Baptist Church in my hometown. And just before the service started, a gentleman came up to me and he looked at me and he said, "Look, I don't follow politics very closely. And I don't know exactly what you guys are doing, but whatever it is, just keep doing it. Because my life is better, my kids are better off, and we don't know what's going on, but whatever you're doing is working." It isn't just the tax cuts. It's the other things that we have been doing as well that are making people better off, including cutting onerous regulations, burdensome regulations, and getting a bureaucratic red tape off the backs of Americans and the businesses. For instance, yesterday we passed unanimously on the House floor the BUILD Act, a bill that I introduced that actually cuts the regulatory environment that was brought on by Dodd-Frank that was hurting a lot of charitable organizations, especially those that provide housing for the neediest of Americans. For instance, Habitat for Humanity. They were trapped into onerous reporting requirements brought on by Dodd-Frank, 1,880 pages of regulation, and many of their affiliates only have volunteers. They cannot afford the huge compliance specialists to work just to make sure that they're meeting the government regulations. We repealed that and allowed them to go to simpler reporting forms as they report the mortgages and disclose the mortgages, the zero interest mortgages they're providing with these homes. These are the types of things that matter to everyday Americans. So it's important that you get out of the bubble of this city and do what I do when I get back home. Go get a haircut, go grab lunch, go tour a plant, and talk to the everyday Americans and how they're doing. Thank you.